Welcome to Not Your Average Cinema. I'm Zach,
And I'm Pepper.
and today we're taking a look at movies that are upcoming in the second half of 2025 to see kind of what to look forward to. I don't know,
Yes.
Pepper. Are you excited about the second half of 2025? I feel like the first half has been pretty good, and I feel like we've kind of hit over the last month and a half, maybe 2 months now. It seems like time has been flying, but it seems like we've had pretty consistent, like fun releases, or ones
Yeah.
that I'm at least excited about have been.
Yeah, I would give the first half of the year. We talked about the first half of the year, so if you want to go check out that video where we go through our biggest surprises, disappointments, favorites, least favorites of the first half of the year, go check that video out. But overall, I'd probably give the first half of the year an A rating
Yeah.
here. So it's pretty good so far, but compared to the first half, which I probably shouldn't do it, but I am comparing it to the first half. The second half is looking pretty weak, especially if you're removing July, which you're already in. If you're just looking after that, it feels like a big decline.
Yes. So yeah, let us know in the comments below if there's any that we obviously do not have all the movies that are coming out on these lists. So let us know if we're missing something that you're very excited about, or if maybe you've heard, or I know sometimes people see like screenings of these like way ahead of time and stuff. If you've seen any movies that you know are coming out and you're like, this is really good, let us know because um, yeah, we'd love to know which ones to watch out for.
Yes, so starting in July, the month we are in, and this is 2 pages, there's four more after this, so just ones that we seemed somewhat interested in or knew something about. I'd say this first page definitely has the big hitters. Kind of starting at the bottom, we have both seen Jurassic World Rebirth. Go check out our review of that, what we thought of that. So we have seen that one, so it's not really looking forward to that one, even though that was probably the one, maybe one of the couple that I was really anticipating for the rest of the year. So that's already can't look forward to that anymore.
All right. Yeah, I would agree. That was definitely one of my top ones left for this year.
Yeah. And then I have actually seen the old guard too. I just watched it a few hours ago. I guess did you have any interest in that one?
Probably not. I didn't love the first one. I don't know that I thought it was bad or anything. It just obviously didn't do anything for me. I don't remember anything about it. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of just not my style for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. First one was just okay for me. I'd say the same about this one. And I knew what you did last summer. Why are they always doing terrible things in the summer? That's what I don't get. I mean, once this has happened 4 or 5 times in this franchise, stop messing around during summertime. But I don't know if I've actually watched any of these movies. It has me interested that they're kind of making this legacy sequel, bringing back some characters. It makes me want to go back and watch those. I don't know if they're well received or how many are, and maybe this is just a cash grab and it's going to be a piece of trash. So I'm fine if I don't see it ever, but it's got me a little bit interested.
Yeah, I might see this one on like some Tuesday or something if I'm looking for something to do. But yeah, I don't know that it's way up there in excitement level. I think I may have seen it, but I might just be confusing it. I think it's in the Scary Movie franchise. I feel
Oh,
like one of the times there's that person, but I might be.
interesting.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But I feel like I remember seeing
Yeah.
something, and I don't remember if it was the actual movie or if it was a spoof.
Yeah, it
So.
might. I'm not sure. It could have been. I feel like I've seen the hook somewhere. Yeah, then talking about spoofs, the ultimate spoof of sports movies, Happy Gilmore is getting a sequel this year. Long awaited, or maybe long feared, that they would make a sequel because it just sounds like a terrible idea. Happy Gilmore 2 definitely will be checking this one out. Don't have to worry about going to theaters. It's going to be straight on Netflix. I gotta see it. Love the original, but I'm not looking forward to having the disappointment and the ruining of my childhood that is likely to occur.
Yeah, I don't see many ways that this ends up being like just one of my favorites of the year. I hope it is. That would be
Yeah.
awesome if it somehow lived up to the original. But I can't see any way that happens. I just don't see that happening.
I mean, talking about golf, I mean, Tiger Woods, we said there's no way he's never winning another one. And he goes and wins the Masters after all his issues. I don't think he's going to win another one now, but he might. Proven time
Now you
before.
just jinxed it.
This is equally unlikely as I would have said about Tiger Woods winning that Masters. And it happened. And this is golf.
That's true.
It might be great. It might be better than the original.
That's true. And then we've got a couple, probably two of the other, if you polled a bunch of people,
Yeah,
probably some of the other most anticipated for maybe the whole rest of the year, not just
yeah.
July. But yeah, Superman and the Fantastic Four. Which one of these are you hoping wins the superhero battle of July? Or do
Well,
you think is going to, maybe?
I think Superman's probably gonna. I mean, he's just so standalone that I feel like he might win, like box office, all that stuff. But I am way more excited for Fantastic Four. Superman just looks a little goofy, got all these weird looking characters, and I'm like, that doesn't pull me into a new franchise that they're starting to build because I'm like, who's this guy with the weird hair? Who's this bald guy? Okay, I know who the bald guy is, but I'm like, I don't know. This isn't entry level to me, but Fantastic Four, I'm already invested in the franchise, and I'm really liking each trailer. I think gets me more and more excited for it. So I'm wasn't in my anticipated of the year when we did that list back in January, but now it's getting up there. It's getting up there.
Yeah, Superman has never really interested me in general. So maybe this will be my Superman movie, the one that gets me into Superman to begin with. But yeah, I don't really have any expectations for that one to do that for me. Uh, Granted, I also have like no real background with the Fantastic Four either. I just know it's a group that people have loved and loved and loved and wanted in Marvel for forever. It seems like, especially since the MCU has been, really popular.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, they're coming in at a bit of a lull, maybe a lower point than
yeah.
people would have liked.
They're
So now
going
it's
back up.
probably
They're going back up.
might be too late. It might be a little too late. They might have waited too long, but hopefully it can get them back on track.
Yeah, yeah. And then the
But yeah,
rest.
I would pick that one for the one I'm more anticipating.
Oh, yep, yep. And then other ones. Oh, there are no nothings in July. You demanded that Smurfs be included here.
I have been the animated movies have been winning for me, just in overall in general the last couple of years, and I'm like, you know, why not? Why couldn't this one also possibly be good? But
Yeah,
I have no history with the Smurfs either, so I don't know. I haven't watched any of the Smurf movies, so I don't know anything about them. I don't have any history with them. I feel like this one has some going into the real world, so I don't know that I love that. I feel like that's a hard thing to do
yeah,
and not make it just strange.
yeah, yeah. And I'm like, there have been Smurf movies before, so I'm like, they have to be in the like straight to DVD type of state and jumping the shark, where they're just not that good anymore. But maybe they got a lot of effort going into
Yeah,
this. Could be great. Let us know if you've watched them all. And then Eddington, I think, is this an A24 film? Yes, I
I
believe
think
it
it is.
is. I watched the trailer. I'm like, Joaquin Phoenix, Pedro Pascal, two of the best actors out there, two of your favorites, I know for sure. And they called this the first modern Western or something like that. I think it's like a sheriff and a mayor, and they're feuding, and it's during the whole pandemic thing, and there's guns firing, as you can see. Someone's holding a big machine gun. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. This seems wild. Might get political and all that stuff, so I'm not sure if I'll end up liking it, but it had my interest. It feels a little more actiony than most A24 films.
Yeah, this one could be good. I wonder how westerny it will feel. I feel like Michaela has been into kind of Western type shows at least, so recently. So maybe she'll want to see this one. But we will see. It's also A24, and
Yeah.
sometimes those get a little bit too artsy for me. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that will happen in this one too, and kind of be one of those kind of slow moving
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah. Cut out all the dialogue. We don't want anything to slow anything down.
No, I don't want even one word uttered.
except swear words. We'll keep those.
Keep those in.
And we've got Together, which I'm saying this is probably going to be a little more artsy as well. I think it was very well received, like 100% from whatever screenings it had. And I'm like, this is the next Substance where it's just disgusting, as you can see by their arms there. There's some force that starts joining this couple together physically, and I'm guessing that's representing something emotionally artsy stuff like that. So you can go in for a good film or you can go in for something disgusting. I don't know if I'm gonna watch this one because it just feels a little disgusting. I didn't watch The Substance, even though that got a lot of love. I'm just like, I'm not that interested in that kind of thing.
Yeah, I saw this one. I don't remember what movie it was, but it was a trailer at one of them, and I just there's something weird about it
Yeah,
that I didn't love. I think like their eyes were like almost
yeah,
touching and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I like this. It just feels a little bit weird. I
yeah.
didn't love it, but yeah, maybe I'd go to it. Depends.
But then something just as artsy, heads of state. Surprise, this is an A24. Got John Cena as the president of the United States. Idris Elba as, I think, prime minister. And then we got someone else as, I think, some sort of protector, bodyguard, whatever. Yeah, John Cena needs that, I'm sure. Um, this is just going to be straight to, this is available on Amazon, I think, Prime. And I definitely got to check this one out any day now because it's from the people who did Nobody, I believe I heard. And I'm like, that one's actually pretty
Okay.
good. So I'm like, maybe this is better than some old Ricky Stenicki, no low effort, low hanging fruit Cena modern film. So I'll check this one out soon.
Is it trying to be a comedy?
I think
That
so.
would
It's
be my
gotta be.
one. I would hope it stays away from it a little bit because I feel like, or I feel like if, or I would hope that the comedy is kind of like a Peacemaker kind of, so
Oh, yeah.
where it's more of a gritty kind of feel. Because
I,
otherwise, if he
I
gets too
doubt it.
goofy, if he gets too goofy, I can never take him seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then you really got to be goofy. You got to goof it way up if you're going to do a little bit of goof.
So what's more unbelievable, him as president here or Doug Heffernan as president in Pixels? Kevin James. I want an election movie between those two fighting it out.
I want that as well. I
If-
really don't know which one I would think is more.
And then we move on to August. Oh my goodness, you thought that might not have been the best month. My gosh, look at this trash.
I thought you just said something great about nobody.
I'm not as excited for the sequel of Nobody. I'm like, I don't know if has the magic. It's a
But he
road
looks
trip.
like he just wants to fish or something.
He's on vacation, he says. And I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Nobody, I wasn't a huge fan of it right away. And then second watch, I'm like, yeah, it's actually pretty good. So I hope it's another good one, but I'll check it out. I don't know if I'll check it out in theaters. If it has a good buzz around it, I probably will, but feels streaming. Wait till streaming for me currently.
Mhm.
Naked Gun. I like a few clips. I just have to watch the clips, the best of from the first ones, because sitting through all of them, I'm like, there's a lot of not great bits in there, but a few diamonds.
Yeah, I'm hoping it can capture some of those. I hope it has some bits that are good. But
Like, and from the
I just
trailers,
worry we're not in an era where that maybe works as well anymore, or
yeah, they don't make
maybe
them like they
we
used to.
don't under. I feel like the writers don't understand how to do some of the humor that was
Mm,
done that way back in the day.
yeah, yeah,
But
I think so.
maybe
I
we'll
think
see.
so.
Hopefully, it'll be good.
Freakier Friday. It could be just a nice family movie. Possibly. We reacted to the trailer. It seemed I wanted to attack it because that's totally not my type of movie. But I was like, yeah, it seems all right. Nice, take the whole family. So it could be. I'm probably not going to see it though.
But then you'll take the family to weapons. But who
Yeah.
knows if they'll make it out alive?
Oh man,
This
that's
is another one that I saw the trailer and I am just like, I don't like the look of this at all.
there's a
Looks
couple.
spooky. Looks way too
Yeah,
spooky for me. I don't like. It's got too much spook.
yeah, yeah.
Scary kids. No, no, no.
Scary
I don't
kids
want it.
going
I
missing.
don't want it.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in some of those trailers where I'm like, I like some of the concepts, but I think it's just gonna go too crazy.
Is this A24 again?
I don't think so. It might be, but I think it's from the person who did Barbarian.
Oh,
And that we weren't as big of fans of that as most people. So I'm guessing it's going to be another one of those. But I liked Thanos in this one. I was like, oh, I don't know. I just like him whenever I hear his voice. I feel like it's been in like five trailers this year. I'm like, hey, it's Brolin back again. But I don't know. I don't know if that one will be good. Caught stealing. We got the Austin Butler, I think it is, the super white guy from Dune 2, who was fighting in the arena. That's how I know him. But I know he's loved. I think he's in the Bike Riders too, the Bike
hmm.
Boys, whatever they're called. And he gets rolled up in some bad business in this one. This one could be good. Could just be a fast-paced action crime beat up all the bad guys type of movie. So I don't know, just one to keep an eye out for. See what
Yeah.
the buzz is. Toxic Avenger. I thought this was like one of those blood and honey Winnie the Pooh things. I'm like, what is this? Is this some terrible slasher thing? But it's got Peter Dinklage, who then I think gets transformed into this janitor monster. Apparently, there's movies out there already of this. I don't know if there's comic books, if it's Marvel, actual Avengers related, but killing a bunch of people, not that interested in this.
No, it looks really. The cover is not selling me at
No,
all,
me neither.
or
Me
that poster. I guess I don't know what it
neither.
to cover, but yeah, I I have never heard of this before at all. But then it was like, oh, this is like the fifth installment or whatever of it, and I'm like, what? I've never heard of this. Usually, I've at least maybe heard of it, not know anything about it, but
No.
yeah, I don't. Let us know in the comments below if you know of the Toxic Avenger.
Yes, yes.
And then the bad guys are back. Bad guys too. Which,
Yeah.
yeah, I saw this one was on Netflix, and I was actually pretty impressed. I thought it was pretty good. It was a pretty solid movie, the original.
Okay.
But I don't know if it needed a bad guys too.
Money.
Was
Money, though.
money talks, and yeah, I think I saw the trailer for this one, and it just I think they're adding. There's a different crew now that are bad, and they're trying. The bad guys are trying to be good citizens now, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make you be bad guys with us." I'm just like, so what? At the end of this one, are we all gonna be good guys? And we're gonna have like 10 people
Yeah.
in the crew. I don't know. I that just doesn't work for me. But
Yeah.
maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. So, most excited? Probably nobody, too, I guess. Or,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
I'd probably agree. Nobody too. Maybe Naked Gun. It
maybe.
might just win.
The potential to maybe surprise you. Oh boy, September. Now we're getting into spooky month. I don't know why we got some horror movies in here. Why aren't these in October? We've got The Conjuring Last Rites. The Conjuring, the original, I would say, you got the classic paranormal movie of pre-2000 with The Exorcist, and I would say The Conjuring is the equivalent for the kind of 21st century. I think it's the definitive possession movie to watch. And I thought the third one was really great too. So I'm excited for this finale to the main two characters' story arc. Hopefully, they can land it and don't embarrass themselves too much with the fourth entry. But only time will tell. I don't know why this isn't in October. It kind of worries me. Um,
Labor Day weekend.
have
They're
you
trying to
seen
get
any
that
of those?
Labor Day money. I feel like I maybe have, but I couldn't tell you anything about them. So maybe I haven't, but it feels like I've seen at least one or two of them in the
Mm,
or that universe at least.
yeah.
Uh, but
Mm,
yeah, I couldn't tell you much about them.
yeah. And then we got a big, bold, artsy, beautiful journey. It's going to be the artsy film of the year. These two, I think it's, what is it? Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, and some relationship. And I'm like, they're in a field. They're going through a doorway into their past memories. And he's like, oh, here, don't go in there. That's my school. And then you're going to see all these embarrassing things. And I'm like, It's kind of interesting. Two characters going through each other's past in an actual visualized way. But I don't know. It's not necessarily something that's the types of movies that I'd watch, like superhero movies and things like that. But it could be good. It has me
Yeah,
interested.
yeah, that sounds interesting. It might. Well, I mean, for what else is here, this one might be one of the couple I would see this month.
Yeah. What
And the
about
other one that I would see is probably the my
the
gosh, I can barely read the long walk. I was like Lom, Long. I thought it was a V for a second. I'm like, wait a second, what was this called? The Long Walk, I think, is the one that out of all these that I'd probably see first. Just it sounds like an interesting concept. I don't know if the actual movie will end up being that interesting.
and they're walking and
Yeah,
walking.
that's the thing. I'm like, I wonder how you keep that interesting for. I guess maybe if it's an hour and a half long movie, maybe you can do it that way. I hope this isn't like a 2.5 hour movie because then it's probably gonna be tough. But yeah,
They need
just
to
the
have it
concept
at.
of walking or else pretty much dying if you stop walking for too long.
Yeah.
It's just kind of an interesting concept.
I hope there's some good twists and turns, and it's not just like, well, everyone except the main character dies.
Right.
It's like, well, we kind of assume that. I hope they have some theaters where you can go on treadmills and just walk along with them the entire runtime.
That would be very fun.
They're gonna steal that idea. You heard it here first. And then you have Jordan Peele's next film, Him, which is all about Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. Yep.
I'm tackling football now. This one's spooky. Looks a little demonic, satanic. Sell your soul to become a football star or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. I just feels a little or Conjuring. I'm like, it's a classic type. Good guys versus possessed thing. I'm like, I can watch that, but this one, just a little more twisted and weird feeling that I don't think I'm gonna watch it at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. From the trailer, it looked very demony and stuff, and yeah, it was just like I don't know,
Just knowing
sick,
it's
sick.
movies too beforehand, and I'm like, just the vibe that I think it's probably gonna go for.
Yeah, I just think it's gonna be, I don't know, possibly gross kind of things. I don't know.
Yeah. And then we've got, I believe this is just a man sitting with his arm hanging out his car window. Great, 10 out of 10. I think this is London Calling. So Duhamel, however you pronounce that guy's name. I think he's like a hitman. He fails an operation and then has to go. What is it? Kind of not kidnap. Take care of. Kid sit. Babysit. I was like, then he got to kidnap his boss's child. I think he's taking care of him.
Watch him turn him into a man.
Be a man. Learn how to be a man. And oh, like that could be good. That could be good. I'd have to see a trailer to see if this feels like. I don't know if he's in kind of A-list movies nowadays or not. Or if it just feels like a B movie, I might not be so interested. But if it feels like it's got a good budget and some good action, I could like it.
Yeah, I agree. That's gonna just depend on what type of movie it looks like.
And then we got the next Leo DiCaprio going for another award. One battle after another. You've seen what is it, the Flower Moon movie. I did not see that. I want to go back and watch Inception, but that's pretty much the only Leo movie that I have a big desire to watch at the moment.
Yeah, this is like initially looking at that um, movie poster or whatever. Uh, I'd be interested in it, but then yeah, knowing it's Leo, knowing it's trying to win awards and stuff, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't tend to like those as much. And then yeah, watching those a couple of movies that he's been in that have kind of been award type movies. Not not terrible or anything. They're just not necessarily the type of film I
Yeah,
tend to like. They're long
yeah,
and they feel it. They feel long. So I could also interpret this as feeling very long.
yes. That's what I see when I look at it. And then we are on to October, the actual spooky month. A lot less spooky, except The Rock actually playing a character that isn't The Rock, even though he's wrestling and boxing in it. The Smashing Machine from A24. We watched that trailer. Go check it out. Um, it's kind of cool to see The Rock dressed up as someone else, but I don't really have that much interest in this one, sadly.
I know. I just I didn't even realize or recognize him immediately,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh wow, it actually pulled off making him not be The Rock necessarily. But at the same time, I wasn't like drawn into the movie. I
Yeah.
was just kind of like, I mean, it could probably be good, but I'm not immediately thinking, yes, I want to watch this.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
Another
blah.
slow, quiet, just his inner demons, probably, things like that. Which
Hmm.
is definitely for some people, but maybe not us.
Yeah.
And speaking of us, we are YouTubers, the biggest YouTubers on the cinema that out there. Now that Mr. What is it, Stuckman
Is it
has
Stuckman or Struckman?
Struckman. I always mix it up. I mix up him. I mix up what is it? CVV, Chris Van. I always want to say Valet, but it's Vliet, the wrestling podcast. I'm like, I mess up all these names, and then I hear them someday. I'm like, wow, I had that totally wrong. Thank goodness I didn't meet him. But yeah, Shelby Oaks from YouTuber Chris.
Chris S.
So you've done more research into kind of the history of this one than I have. I just know it's interesting because it's from not just some Hollywood people. Something
Right. Yeah, and I've been interested in this since they kind of announced it. And I feel like it's been a long time ago now, or it feels like a long time. So I don't know how if this is going to theaters or if this is going to be I don't know streamed on something else. But I'm interested in at least giving this one a shot. Hopefully, it'll end up being a solid film
yeah,
because I think it's I think it's the film that he made that changed his whole perspective on and almost never being negative on any film ever.
yeah,
I think people joke about that all the time that now he's never negative about it because now he's a director himself. So hopefully it'll be great.
yeah, yeah. But if you want your negativity, you can get it here. Um, but not in this next one. Tron Ares. I'm really excited for Tron Ares. I don't care about the Tron franchise at all. I know there was maybe some bad CG one remake, and there's probably something back in the day. I have no history with it. Hope I don't need history to watch this one because I don't want to go watch them. But the trailers of this one, the visual effects look great. The scale of it, these Tron things, I'm really educated here. These Tron things and vehicles and spaceships coming into our world, like that looks really cool. So this is like maybe in my top three of the remaining films for anticipated.
Yeah, I have that same feeling. It's definitely in my top five, but maybe top three. I'd have to actually list them out, but yeah, I think this will be the next potential big hit after a couple months of maybe a little slower for me. So I'm hoping that it'll be solid, but I don't. I'm also a little worried. I'm a little worried that like it looks cooler than maybe what the movie will be.
Yeah, yeah, because I think they've had some
That's
disappointing movies before in the franchise. So maybe it's just hard to adapt if it has some source material. So,
yeah. That's my biggest concern with
and
this
it
one is that
has,
this story might not be great, even if the visuals look good, and then it kind of brings it to a medium kind of meh
yeah,
sometimes movie.
it has Jared Leto from Morbius,
No, no.
a beloved
Now
movie.
you tell me.
Oh boy. But you like Channing Tatum. I think Channing Tatum has gone from, he's kind of done the Robert Pattinson where it's just like, oh, you're just a joke, you're vampire boy. And then it's like, oh, actually, he's a great actor. Channing Tatum, you're just like, oh, he's just Magic Mike doofus. But these past few years, I'm like, I'm really liking his characters. I think what is it? The magnum opus or whatever being
Kingsman?
Kingsman. Absolutely Kingsman. No, it was the cameo on Bullet Train. That was it.
Oh, bullet train.
No, I would say in Deadpool and Wolverine with the Gambit, I think it has brought a lot of popularity, and I want more Channing Tatum, and him and Roofman is a true story. Some guy who broke into some McDonald's and through the roof, and then broke out of jail, hid in the roof, ceiling, rafters, whatever, of a Toys R Us. But then the movie starts to fall in love, and of course his worlds start colliding. I'm like, this could just be a nice, kind of feel good, fun, couple charismatic characters. Nothing too heavy.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna see it.
yeah, I agree. I hope it's a good one.
And Black Phone too. My goodness, another one that's like, why do we need a sequel? What more is there to tell here? We watched the trailer. And I'm like, this doesn't feel anything like the first movie. This is just full on Nightmare on Elm Street now, which has me a lot more interested than I would have been if it was a lot more like the first movie.
Yeah, this one definitely feels like an October film, so
Yes.
I like that it is out in October because then it maybe will be giving us those Nightmare on Elm Street vibes
Yeah.
that it seems to have in the trailer. So yeah, I would not have thought, based on my watching of the first one, that I would have any interest in watching a second one. But I actually do after the trailer. So hopefully, maybe if we get another trailer or something, and it still looks like that, it doesn't all of a sudden feel now like, oh shoot, no, 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 no. Now we're going back to looking like the first one.
Yeah.
Not that that was bad or anything, just not overly interesting for me.
Yeah. Yep.
Little
Speaking of the
artsy.
first ones that you saw, Mortal Kombat, tell us what your excitement level is for the sequel.
I've I don't remember it exactly. It's been a little bit since I watched it, but I remember liking it enough, and I don't think I'd hate a second one. Would I go to the theaters to watch it? Because I did not watch the first one in theaters. I watched it on streaming after. It does feel like one of those that maybe I'd watch on streaming at a later date. I don't know though that I mean we'll see. Maybe once I see some trailers, maybe
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, it's actually looking pretty solid. Then I would probably go to it in theaters. But yeah, if I'm not overly excited about it, I will probably still watch it at some point. Just maybe not
Yeah.
when it comes out.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I gotta hear some good buzz. Maybe I'll watch it. Oh boy. November. Wow. That's a lot of nothing. A lot of nothing.
We're finally turning it on.
Yes, there are a couple good ones. A couple good ones in here. The main one here is my most anticipated remaining film is Predator Badlands. We already got a Predator film and Killer of Killers, and it might be the best of the franchise, and I'm hoping this one can be even better. Put those animation nerds to sleep here. Live action is king.
Wow, yeah, that one was great, and I'm hoping this one will be great as well. I'm a little disappointed because I didn't remember when this one was coming out, and the last time I went to the theaters, I saw a poster up for this one. And I'm like, and I must not have seen a date, and maybe there wasn't a date on it, but I was like, oh, that must be coming up soon. Then I'm assuming if they're putting it up, so I was thinking maybe like August or September or something. Now I see November, and I'm like, I don't want to wait this long.
So fun.
Move it forward.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm excited about that one. But I'm also excited probably about a couple here that maybe you're not as excited about. I am excited about Now You See Me, Now You Don't, as well. I've watched I think both the other ones,
Yeah,
just
I have
two other
not.
ones. I know for sure I've seen the first one. I believe I've seen the second one. If not, I might have to go back and rewatch it because I thought they were pretty good for kind of heist feeling films. I always liked Ocean's movies growing up, and some of it kind of gave a similar vibe to that for me. Maybe not as many handsome people in the movie, but close, almost as many. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. I don't know if are we both excited for Running Man?
I'm decently excited. I'm like, it's a good looking action movie, but I don't know if it's gonna go to another level past that.
I am very hopeful that it will.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I think with the main actor there, I think we might be able to get it. We might be able to get that from his charisma.
Yes, Mr.
Uh,
Twister.
but will we get the charisma we need in the second Wicked? Wicked for good. I did see the first Wicked in theaters, part one, as it was, and it was a long, long film. But I'm interested now. Now I'm invested in it, and I thought I thought it was good. I don't know. I've never been necessarily a big fan of The Wizard of Oz or Wicked, but I thought it was good enough that I would go and see the second one.
Okay,
But I don't know
interesting.
that I'm like anticipating it. I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's coming, it's coming.
Okay, are you fine never seeing the conclusion?
I'm gonna have to see the conclusion.
Okay, okay.
I think you could do more interesting parts in this conclusion, but I guess I've never seen
Okay.
the actual play, so I
Mhm.
don't know if that already would answer the conclusion for me.
Mhm.
Oh, but look at this. Sisu too. I There were some things about in the original Sisu movie that I just absolutely loved. A couple of things that he did that were just so graphic, and I was just like, wow. The movie as a whole may not have been like the greatest thing ever, but there were some scenes and stuff and action spots that I was just like, wow, I
Mhm.
love this. So I'm definitely excited for a second one of those.
Yeah, I'd check it
Um,
out.
I'd definitely check it out. I guess Zootopia 2. Are you excited about that one?
I gotta watch the first one. I know a lot of people like it. Kind of the same with the bad guys. It's just a couple animated films. I'll have to watch the first ones first, see if I'm interested in the sequel.
Yeah, I think that one was a fine one. I immediately knew what was going to happen, unfortunately.
Mm.
Uh, but so it didn't fool me. I won't be fooled by children's cinema.
Good for
The big
you.
twist. Uh, then we got into Train Dreams, and it sounded like it could be an interesting movie. Could just be very slow and depressing as well. But you don't think so?
I mean, look at that cover. That's as exciting and upbeat as you get.
I don't know, the kind of the whole railroad type system building it and stuff. I think that's an interesting
Yeah,
thing to make a movie about, but
yeah,
kind of just depends what you do with that and how
yeah.
exciting you can make it.
Could be the F1 of railroad building. And it even has the girl from F1 in it. So
Oh, there we go.
could be good. And then
That's
Jay Kelly, speaking of Ocean's films you were talking about.
yes.
This one's got twice as many actors in it, but the main two handsome men being George Clooney and Adam Sandler. A pairing that I don't know if I ever thought I would see in a movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially since they're both getting up there. There was
yeah,
only so much longer they probably had to have a chance to do it.
so it could be good. It could be a good kind of newer comedy drama type of film from them. So I'll have to see a trailer.
I agree.
And we are on to December, the last month here, and the last six movies of the year. I assume there will be more movies announced along the way, and probably some that we're very interested in. It's getting a little late in the year, but I think there is still potential for some more to be added. But of these ones that we could find at the moment, we've got Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I would like to, I should put up a counter of how many of these are parts of franchises and how many are original. I think it would be heavily in favor of the franchise.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. And yeah, some are just reboots of the older versions of movies. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm surprised because I feel like it wasn't like all that well received. The original one from just like a couple years ago or whatever.
Back in
Uh,
my day, the original.
so I'm kind of surprised there is a number two. Uh,
Kids, man. Kids, play
Kids
that
the
video
money.
game.
They play the video games,
Freddy's, Minecraft. My goodness. What has cinema come to?
and now Avatar even it's come
Even
to.
Avatar. I don't know if
Yep.
Avatar is going to come on. I haven't seen any trailers or anything. Like, these are huge movies. We should have something 6 months out. So I wonder if this, but I mean, they should be able to get it done by that time. The other one was in December, I think, as well. The second one, I have not seen it yet. I'll definitely have to probably rewatch the first one, watch the second one, and watch this one, and then maybe we'll rank them or something. I don't know. I'm guessing they're all going to be the same to me. They all sound the same. And
Yeah.
that's meh.
I started watching the second one, but yeah, quit watching it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Long movies, but It sounds like it could be good. They're usually pretty good visuals and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
so it's
And this one
it's
might
something.
be on Earth. I thought one of them was going to kind of come to Earth, and I'm like,
Ooh.
interesting. That seems so weird to
Let's go away from
imagine.
the avatars and go back to humans.
Just follow that military guy and his changing his life.
Exactly.
Do a good guy. Then well, I want to save some of these for last. Let's go down to Silent Night, Deadly Night. Also, reboot of some horror movie back in the day. And apparently, some guy sees his family killed when he's young, and then that turns him into a Santa Claus themed killer as he grows up. I think the actor is the kid from Halloween Ends, which kind of becomes his story versus Michael Myers' story. And I actually like that one. I'm not attached to Michael Myers, so I actually like that part the best. So maybe he could give a good performance here in something similar, but otherwise not interested very much.
Yeah, me either. I've kind of there's been some of these kind of I don't know Christmas slasher style movies or action movies in the last few years, and I feel like some of them have been fine. I don't know that I've found one that I thought is just amazing.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know that this one immediately sounds like it'll be that great either.
Yeah.
Probably just kind of middle of the road kind of thing. So yeah.
Oh, but a guaranteed win here with your favorite actor of all time. We cosplay as him on this channel, on our channel banner, and that is Timothy Chalamet in, what is that, Marty Supreme, an A24 film. So there's a lot of A24 films coming out that we got to react to all these trailers. Um, Thoughts on this one?
I hope it's great.
I completely forget what it was about. I think it was decently interesting, but I forget. I
He's
just
got to go to hell and back.
Oh
Be the
yes,
greatest.
that's right. No one believes in his dream. And like it sounds like Timothy the person, his life story. It's
I
dedicated.
know. So I'm hoping he can play a great character. And yeah, hopefully it'll be good. It'll be the best A24 film of the year and
What?
be the best film of December.
Oh boy, but it's gonna have to compete with another franchise, the Knives Out franchise. So we had Knives Out, had Glass Onion. Now we have an even weirder name, Wake Up Dead Man. No commas, no nothing.
Oh man, we should have stopped at Knives Out, uh, which was already yeah, it was good. It was a 7 probably.
Yeah.
Glass Onion. Oh no, no, no,
They're about
terrible.
even for me. I might like the
Are you
second
kidding me?
one.
Are
I don't
you
know. I
kidding
don't
me?
love either of them.
Glass Onion, in my opinion, was just awful, just terrible awfulness. I don't even get it. Like, I can get how you can, pretend you're doing smart stuff in the first one, but that second one,
It's just,
trying to act smart, and it does
it,
not work at all in
but
any
that's
way.
the whole deal of it, isn't it? There's something where it's like it's not smart. It's stupid. It's
It's true.
brilliant. It's so stupid. It's brilliant. It's self-aware.
At least it was self-aware, but that didn't help it. I don't know how that didn't help it, but it didn't.
But Mr. Bond there, Daniel Craig, what's the character's name? The detective. I forget.
Blanc? Is it Blanc?
Bond?
Or no, that's the other one. Is that the Death on the
I have
Nile,
no
Death in the
idea.
Orient? I think that might be Blanc. No, or is this one Blanc? I don't
I forget.
remember.
It might be something weird French or something. But he's good. I like watching him. So
Yeah,
hopefully this is the best one.
he's the most interesting one character in both so far. So, yeah,
And then maybe the most consistent franchise ever. The Anaconda.
exclusively in theaters.
Yes. Christmas 2025 Anaconda. Okay, it's not a consistent franchise. The first two. The first one's a great, one of the best creature feature films out there. In my opinion, I love it. They have a real looking snake. They have a big animatronic. I'm like, it's just great. The CG surprisingly holds up for the time.
There's a couple times where
Yeah,
it's not the best look, but overall it's
I
decent.
love
It's
it.
pretty good.
I love it. I love it. It's that dated look of CG or effects that it's endearing. It's good. And the sequel, I thought the second one. What are your thoughts on the second one? I actually really like the second one for
The Blood
being.
Orchid,
Yes.
Orchid. Is it Orchid?
They shouldn't put these hard names in these B movies.
I liked that one as well. I thought that one was pretty good too.
For being a creature feature sequel, I'm like, that's kind of before the era where they went to like sci-fi movie with the kind of creature feature sequels as they did with the third and fourth Anaconda films, which are trash. But this one, you're going back, kind of maybe reinventing it a little bit, rebooting with Jack Black and Paul Rudd, as well as your good friend from a town near you, Marshall, Minnesota, Steve Zahn.
Who
Um,
already knows a thing or two about a strange wilderness, so I'm
it's,
glad that they're bringing him with. He should be able to let help. Maybe this was going to be a Bigfoot thing. Maybe they're looking for
true.
Bigfoot.
That's
They could
true.
be looking for Bigfoot.
That's true. They might
And
need
then
to
instead
tell.
they run into an anaconda.
But yeah, when I heard Jack Black was in this, I'm like, oh no, don't ruin it. Don't ruin Anaconda, my childhood. Um, but watching Minecraft, I'm like, he was just as over the top as I thought he would be in that one, but I actually kind of liked it. So I'm getting more and more excited as this gets closer. I'm really waiting to see what the trailer looks like. I think that's going to determine my excitement level as to whether this is going to be possibly a really nice entry into the franchise or if it's just going to be terrible. I don't know.
What if he's an electric guitar player, and that's how he fights off the snake with an electric guitar? And the
I really don't want, I do not want him having any musical elements to this at all. Do not.
well, now
Oh,
they're gonna hear this and they're gonna be like, "Wait a minute, we got to rewrite this. This is coming out next December. We got to make some changes."
yeah, they gotta. Yeah, very, not very December-y.
Yeah, not really. I hope Anaconda will be good. I hope we find our next like great Christmas film. Like
Yeah,
Klaus. Go check out Klaus if you have not watched it. It's a great Christmas movie. I think it's all time. It's all time classic. It doesn't get talked about enough.
yeah. I
Gotta
even
watch
watched it.
that. Instead of all this, I don't know what any of this is. This is no Christmas.
No Christmas here. Yeah, I even watched Klaus in like March, and still good, even if it's not snowing outside.
Well, that is true. But yeah, like I said, let us know in the comments below any movies you're aware of that we should look into some more, which ones we should be looking forward to, or which ones of these you're interested in, which ones you're going to see in theaters, which
Yeah,
ones you're going to wait to be, I don't know, on Netflix.
yeah. There's so many services, it's like hard to keep straight what's going to what.
Who knows where it'll end up? But yeah, I don't know. Not initially looking like a great second half of the year, especially like you said, once we get through July.
Yeah,
But hopefully we'll find a couple hits. And yeah, at the end of the year, we'll have our top 10. And maybe it'll include a little bit of both halves.
yeah.
Gosh, I hope it is not all 10 from the first half, or
I'm
that is going
thinking
to be
it might.
very disappointing.
I'm like, I got 8 solid films. I'm like, there's not much room left.
Yeah, and it's not immediately looking like there are many that are just like, this is for sure going to be good. But yeah, let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are. And as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on that movie theater popcorn.